life is hanging by a thread. There's still a small chance he might survive. He's lucky he's made it this far. Keep an eye on his vitals and let me know if there are any changes.
Okay, I have just started my shift, so I am on for the next 8 hours. I'll be keeping a close eye on him. Situations like this are heartbreaking, especially when it wasn't even his fault.
So true. That is the hard part of the job, seeing people hurt because of the bad choices of others. At this stage, there's not much more we can do. We'll just have to watch and wait and see how he responds to the treatment.
Yes, we will do all we can, but what he really needs is a miracle, a true rescue.
I'm feeling so angry. This is just not fair.
Allie, what's wrong?
My Uncle John was driving home from work, and this drunk driver crashed into his car, and now Uncle John is badly injured in hospital.
Is that your Uncle John who lives on the other side of the country?
Yeah. So Dad is going to the airport right now to fly over to see him.
I am so sorry, Allie. I remember your Uncle John. He was always really nice.
It's just not right. Uncle John did not deserve that. Why did the drunk person get behind the wheel? I hope that person loses their license forever. They get locked up in jail and they throw away the key.
I sure hope your Uncle John is okay, Allie.
Me too, Mel. It just makes me so angry. It makes me feel so angry. It makes me feel so sad when choices made by some can make things really bad. I want to see some justice. I really want to say that I think things should be different. I don't like this way. It does not seem fair. It does not seem right. Seeing others hurting is not something that I like. Is there anything that can be done? What can the answer be? To make this world a better place where we all live happily. To make this world a better place where we all live happily. What can the answer be?
I hope your Uncle John is okay, Allie. Do you want to walk home with me? Maybe it will help you think clearer and process your feelings.
Yeah, I would like that, Mel. I'll just let my mum know.
Allie, I see your hurt, your pain and grief. I too love your Uncle John so very much. I know it's hard for you to understand, but I also love the driver of the other car, the one who made a bad decision to drive while he was drunk. He is grieving too, and full of regret over what has happened. Giving people the power to choose has consequences. In your hurt and emotion, think carefully before you speak or act. Be discerning. I am always here to guide you. I love you.
What are you doing here? I told you to stay away. get out of my park.
Hey, who are you talking to, Cade?
That girl over there, I don't like her.
She has just as much right to be here as anyone else, Cade.
No, she doesn't. If I don't like her, I am not letting her in. I don't like you, so get out.
It's okay. I'm leaving.
You don't have to go, Chloe.
I know, but it's not exactly pleasant here with him yelling. I'll go somewhere more peaceful.
You can't do this, Cade. Just kick people out of the park.
Well, I just did. If you don't like it, you can leave too.
Mel, look over there. It looks like Cade is being a bully again. Ugh, there's just too much pain and hurt around.
I know, it does seem that way, but maybe Cade is hurting too. I wish I knew what to do to help.
Oh, Cade, you are hurting so much, and you're pushing away the people who can be your friends and who can help you. I will never stop trying to reach you, to let you know and feel my love. The struggle between good and evil is very real, Cade. Choose the good.
Mama, I was just talking to Allie. Did you hear about her Uncle John?
Yes, I did, Mel. Allie's mum rang me. Sounds like her Uncle John is in a very serious condition in hospital.
Allie said that her dad is flying over there now.
Yes, he is. Allie may be coming to stay with us for a few days, as her mum may need to fly over there tomorrow to support the family.
This is so sad, Mum. Poor Allie.
Poor Allie? What happened to Allie?
Her Uncle John was in a car accident. A drunk driver crashed into his car.
There seems to be so many bad things happening everywhere.
Has something else happened, Jack?
I was just in the park and Cade was bullying that new girl, Chloe.
He was horrible.
How can we stop him? I tried today to tell him to leave Chloe alone, but it didn't work.
I'm glad you stood up for Chloe, Jack. But you know, we can't control what other people do. The choices that you make today can impact on others. They may even really hurt your sister or your brother. The best way you can live is always choose the way that's right, the way that is loving and nice. So do what's good and do what is right. Do what's loving, do what's kind. Always do your best and always think it through to find what is best for you to do. All the bad things that we see and hear about are all a result of the choice Satan made. That is when evil began.
So why didn't God wipe out Satan then and there and stop all this bad stuff?
I wondered that too, so I spoke with Mrs. Jones the other day. It is because God is a God of love, justice, and mercy.
What does that mean?
Well, love is caring for and being interested in others because you want what is best for them, and you enjoy spending time with them.
So God cares about us, is interested in us, and enjoys spending time with us?
Yes, and mercy is showing compassion or forgiveness towards someone who doesn't deserve it.
So God has compassion on us and forgives us when we make bad choices?
Yes, that's right. And justice, well, that is about right choices and actions, and their consequences.
Well, wouldn't justice be wiping out Satan? That's what he deserves.
That's what our human mind thinks. But Mrs. Jones said that being a God of mercy and love, He doesn't want us to obey Him out of fear, being scared He will wipe us out if we don't do the right thing. He wants us to love and obey Him because that is what we choose to do.
But that might take forever, and there are just too many bad things happening, Mum.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, Mum, I got my assignment in on time this week, so can I please go to the sports field and practice with Jono?
Sure, Jack. Don't be late for dinner.
Love, justice, and mercy are the foundation of who I am. I know this is hard for you to understand at the moment. The cost of Satan's rebellion and the rebellion that continues is so very high. The struggle between good and evil is very real. I love you all and will keep working to rescue all of you from this.
Hey Dad, I heard at school today that Allie's Uncle John was in a car accident and he is really sick in hospital.
That's not good, Jono. I remember Uncle John from when he lived around here. He's a nice bloke.
He was driving his car and the drunk driver hit his car. That is not very fair, is it, Dad? To end up in hospital like that because the other guy did the wrong thing?
I agree that is not good, Jono. The choices we make every day do have an impact on those around us, both our good choices and our bad ones. After all, we are in the middle of a battle.
A battle?
The battle between good and evil.
I'm not sure I understand, Dad.
You remember the story of Lucifer?
You mean when Lucifer, who became Satan, rebelled against God?
Yes, that's right. And that was when this battle started. Satan has been trying ever since to get as many on his side against God as he can. But Satan's way leads to hurt, pain, and destruction. So every day, we all need to think carefully about the choices we make and how they might impact others.
So, because the drunk driver chose to drive his car when he was drunk, the consequence was that Allie's Uncle John was hurt in a car crash.
Yes, Jono, that's right. So when you are about to make a choice, think how it might impact both yourself and others. Here's an example we could analyse, Jono. Look here. See this fresh batch of delicious chocolate chip cookies?
My favourite. Can I please have one, Dad?
What if I told you to eat as many as you liked?
You mean for real, Dad? Because I could eat all of them, no problems at all.
So, Jono, if you ate all those cookies, what might the result or the consequence be?
Well, I guess you wouldn't get any, because I ate them all, so you would miss out.
Yeah, that's true. What else?
My taste buds would be delighted. I so love to eat cookies.
I'm sure they would, Jono. What about the rest of your body? How would it feel?
Well, I do remember when I ate too much chocolate cake, I had a really sore tummy, and I felt sick afterwards. It was not much fun.
So knowing all of that, what would be the best choice for you to make about these cookies?
I sure don't want a sore tummy again, Dad. So I suppose the best choice for me would be to have one cookie after dinner, Dad.
That's right, Jono. And that is an example of choices and consequences. Try to apply the same principle to all the decisions that you make. Ask yourself, how might this impact me? And how might this impact others?
So what you mean is, when I have a choice that I need to make, when there's a decision that I need to take, I need to ask myself before I choose. What is the best thing I can do? Will it be helpful or harmful? Bad or good? Will I be doing something that I really should? Before I choose what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some time to think this all through.
Hey Jack, you seem a bit distracted today. You don't normally lose the ball so many times. Is something up?
Sorry, Mr. Adams. I've just been thinking about all the bad things that seem to be happening at the moment. There's just too much bad stuff in the world.
I agree, Jack. Do you know that right now we are in the middle of a battle?
A battle? Is our country at war?
Well, Jack, our country may not be at war, but do you know that there is a war raging all around us? And we all need to choose which side we are on.
A real battle, Mr. Adams?
Yes, a real battle. My dad and I have been talking about this battle. The struggle between good and evil. All the bad stuff that happens.
Yes, Jono. That is the battle we are in right now. We need to choose which side we're going to take.
I haven't heard of this battle before, Mr. Adams.
Well, Jack, every day we make choices, and these choices have consequences.
That's what Mum was saying before. Allie's Uncle John is in a serious condition in hospital right now because someone chose to drive their car while they were drunk and they crashed into him.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about Allie's Uncle John. But yes, that is an example of choices and consequences affecting others. It is why discernment is so important. We're in the middle of a battle, yes, a very real war. So the choices we make and the decisions we take have eternal consequences, lives are at stake. Think carefully about what you do and what you say. Seek out the truth and choose the right way. Make sure you have not misunderstood the battle between evil and good. Make sure you have not misunderstood the battle between evil and good.
That's certainly something to think about. The battle between good and evil.
It is a very real battle, and it is causing so much pain and suffering everywhere, from the playground with your friends to whole countries.
And we have all been given a choice to decide what we're going to do, how we will act and behave, how we will love and show justice and mercy.
Well, I certainly don't like seeing all the hurt from the consequences of people's bad choices.
That's right, Jack. Not many of us do. And yet, we all keep making bad choices. Right from the food and drink we put into our bodies to what we choose to watch or play on TV. So each of us must choose wisely every day what we are going to do, because our choices will not only impact those around us, but they will affect our future. All around us a war is raging, so don't be taken by surprise. The battle for good and the battle for evil, so make sure you open your eyes. 'Cause the consequences of the actions you take will impact those around you. Think carefully about the choices you make. Choose God's way in all that you do. Choose God's way. Choose God's way. Choose God's way in all that you do. Choose God's way. Choose God's way. Choose God's way in all that you do. Choose God's way in all that you do.
Well, Mr. Adams, thanks for telling us about this. I had no idea that there was a battle around us, even though I can see all the bad things that are happening everywhere, every day.
And I guess we need to investigate God's way, Mr. Adams, and think carefully about all the decisions that we make.
That's right, boys. That is something we all need to do every day. Choose God's way in all that we do.
Mr. Adams, my heart is rejoicing that you were able to share with the boys the truth about the battle between good and evil. I will do all I can to keep showing you all the right path to take. Keep listening and looking for my guidance. Read my book and talk to me.
I didn't